Okay, so let's look at question number 16 and 17. So question number 16 is saying the diagram below shows some cells from the mammalian blood. Which of the above cells breaks down pathogens? Which of the above cells breaks down pathogens? So first and foremost, we're going to identify these cells. So A is the phagocyte white blood cell. B is the lymphocyte white blood cell. C is the red blood cell. And D are platelets. So A, phagocyte white blood cell. B, lymphocyte white blood cell. C, red blood cell. And D, platelets. So the question is, which of the above cells breaks down pathogens? So for the sake of revision, we're going to look at the function of each cell. So A, we said, is the phagocyte red blood cell. So the phagocyte red blood cell, the function is to engulf pathogen and breaks down the pathogen. So A, phagocyte white blood cell, so the function, it is to engulf pathogen and break down the pathogen. B, lymphocyte. Lymphocyte produces antibodies which destroys what? Pathogens. Then C, transports red blood cells. And then D, platelets, they help in blood clotting. So the correct answer is A. Phagocyte white blood cells are the ones which breaks down pathogens. So the answer is A. Let's look at question number 17. The diagram below shows the longitudinal section of the heart. Which of the valves 1, 2, 3, and 4 are closed, and which ones are open during atrial systole? Okay, so a systole, first we're supposed to understand what a systole is. So a systole is the contraction. Systole is the contraction of atriums and ventricles. Okay, so the contraction of, let's say, the chambers of the heart is what we call a systole. So atrial is a contraction of the atrium. Okay, then ventricular systole is the contraction of the ventricles. Okay, so now in this question is based on the atrial systole. Okay, the contraction of the atria, okay, or the atrium. Okay, so now what happens during atrial systole? So remember, during atrial systole, the atria or the atrium contracts, pushing blood into the ventricles. So meaning blood moves from the upper part, which are atrium, going into the lower part, which are ventricles. Okay, so meaning the valves on top should be closed, then the valves below should open to allow blood to enter into the ventricles. So meaning, which valves do we have on top? So we have valve 1 and valve 2. Valve 1, that is the pulmonary semilunar valve, and valve 2, that is the aortic semilunar valve. So these two valves should close. And then valve 3 is the tricuspid valve, and valve 4 is the bicuspid valve. So valve 3 and 4 should open because we want blood to go into the ventricles, which are the chambers of the heart below. So meaning during atrial systole, the atria contracts. The contraction of the atria pushes blood into the ventricles downwards. So the valves which are below should open. Then the valves on top should be closed. So 1 and 2, which are semilunar valve, which are aortic and pulmonary. These two should be closed. Then for blood to go into the ventricles, 3 and 4 should open. Okay, so 1 and 2 closed are supposed to be closed, then 3 and 4 are supposed to be open. So 1 and 2 closed, 3 and 4 open. So the answer is B. Okay, 1, which is the pulmonary semilunar valve, and 2, which is the aortic semilunar valve. These should be closed. Then 3, which is the tricuspid valve, and 4, which is the bicuspid valve. These two valves should be closed to allow blood to enter into the ventricles. So the correct answer, guys, is B. 1 and 2 closed, 3 and 4 open.